Greetings, welcome to the live. I'm the Mad Trucker. This is the live. I do these lives from time to time, and the live is welcome to all, regardless of your skin tone, sexual orientation, or religion. The only thing that I ask, the only thing that's required for you to participate in the comment section is to go to my channel's description and read it. Something that you're interested in? Yeah. Come on, boy. Come on, Nubis. If it's something that you're interested in, something that you're interested in after you read the channel description, come back to the live and drop a comment, drop a greeting in the comment section. A peaceful greeting according to your culture, your customs. And then you can proceed to ask any questions you might have that the channel description did not answer. Or you can type whatever you want after that. But that's required. Just greet everybody in the room, regardless, in a peaceful fashion according to your culture, customs, and ways. And if that's beyond your mental scope, I have to inform you that the live is not for you. But if it's something that you're interested in, I'm here. I usually do these lives sporadically around 1400 hours. Due to pressing business and things going on in my family right now, I haven't been able to be on as much, but that is no excuse. So I'm here, 30 minutes late, but I'm here. And usually this is the result. People don't tune in. But if they do tune in, they'll tune in and then they'll tune out. So I think today we're going to talk about SpaceX. It's going to be the topic for today. So if you come into the live, that's what we're talking about today. SpaceX and the big success they had catching that rocket booster that certain people made videos about, calling it the SpaceX shuttle when it wasn't. It was just a rocket booster. Yeah. That shuttle is supposed to hold people, just like the other ones. Those starships, they melted on reentry, landed in the Indian Ocean. Yeah, they don't show you pictures of that. So, hello to the God AK-27 and Filmy Miru. If I get your name wrong, charge to my head, not my heart. Appreciate you joining. Eduardo Juarez, hola. Thank you for joining. And what can I do to help you, the God AK-27? What do you need me to help you with today? How can the Mad Trucker help you today? Is there a question that you have, or is there a concern that you have? Because if I can't help you in a positive, constructive fashion, I will leave you alone. And I do appreciate everybody that decided to join. You're kidnapped. I think what you're doing is contacting the wrong person. Because if what you're saying is true, shalom, Jay. Jay Disguise, I appreciate you joining the live. We're talking to Tay God, AK-27, who in the comment section says that they've been kidnapped, which is highly illogical. So what the Mad Trucker is going to do, I'm going to help you out there, Tay God 27. What you need to do is, instead of typing in the comment section, and I'm sure you have a device, what you can do is contact the authorities, contact the police. Yeah. And the only thing that's required is that you go to my channel, read the description. If it's something that you're interested in, you're more than welcome to come into the live, but you have to greet everybody in a peaceful fashion first. I won't address you. If I can help you, I'll help you. If I can, I'll leave you alone. And today's topic is the SpaceX shuttle. SpaceX. Elon Musk, he sponsored another bottle rocket display on the tax dollar. And I counted 3 videos that showed that booster, the booster for that spaceship thing land. It was a booster. It wasn't the shuttle itself. And that's the topic I want to discuss today. But if there's something else, and you're right, Jay, that's all they're doing. But it doesn't bother me. They can do that as long as they greet me in a civilized fashion, because they expose themselves, don't they? We know that Tay God AK-27 is not kidnapped. You know it just as well as I do. And at the end of the day, you know, you can't help those that don't want to help themselves. Yeah, they just trolling. That's usually how it goes. It'll be about 20 people in the room, and then the numbers will dwindle, and the trolls will leave. They don't get any respect because they don't respect themselves. You can't give somebody something that they don't. You know, you can't get something that you don't give. You know, they say the more you give, the more you receive. You can't expect somebody to respect you and your culture, your customs, and your lifestyle. If you don't respect anybody else's. And that's what it is with trolls. They just lack respect. They don't have respect. Their parents didn't show them enough attention when they were children. And they're victims of their own ego and hubris at the end of the day. And it's my hope that those people will change their ways, but it's up to them. You know, I'm gonna be here. And on that note, I must say this as well for the live, and I say this every live. Likes are appreciated, but never required. Subs are appreciated, but they're not required. Shares and likes, all of that's appreciated, but they're never required. The only thing that's required is what I said at the beginning of the live and what I've said about 3 times now. Just go to my channel, read the channel description. If it's something that you're interested in, you'd like to participate in the comment section. First, like the description of the live says, the first thing you should do is greet everyone in the room in a civilized, peaceful fashion according to your customs and your culture. Peaceful and civilized fashion. That's what you have to do. And then you can proceed to type whatever it is you want to type in the comment section. And I will address it if you greet everybody in a civilized fashion according to your culture, customs, and way, as long as it's not bombastically ridiculous. I'll address it. So with that being said, you know, is there anybody in the room that wants to talk about SpaceX and how they're burning our tax dollars? Because, you know, the less you make, the more taxes they take. Yeah, the less you make, the more taxes they take. The more you make, the less taxes they take. They get more taxes from people that are struggling than not. You know. If you don't believe me, like I said, like I always say, don't believe me. Research it and look into it for yourself. And then if it's cap, come call it. But if you come call it, and if it's cap, you have to have receipts. Forget my tardiness. I can say that. I'm wrong for that, you know, for the past few days. But I've had some things going on in my family that I've had to, and I'm still dealing with, and it took precedence for the live. And I do appreciate the 2 people that stayed. And if you don't want to participate, that's cool. I'll just talk about it, you know. And at the 30-minute mark, if nobody else, Shai, man. Shia. Salam alaikum. Thanks for welcome back. Today's topic is the SpaceX shuttle. In America, this so-called inventor. He's not really an inventor. He's a plagiarist, because what he did is he took ideas that they had back in the 60s and he took them and remixed them for the 90s. Right down to the name of his company. His company is named after Nikola Tesla, a man that the government didn't like because he was going to give free energy to everybody. Yeah, that's why they got rid of Nikola Tesla. And don't you find it now that Tesla is Elon's company? He's doing the exact opposite. Yeah, he doesn't want to provide free anything. He just wants to get free stuff. like our tax dollars for this little bottle rocket display in Texas. They caught a booster, y'all. Go back and look at that SpaceX launch of that shuttle. You know, the picture of that shuttle, not the booster, but the shuttle as it re-entered to Earth's atmosphere. It was melting. And it was empty. Keep that in mind too. It wasn't loaded. And yeah, that heat cook you. Yep. Yeah. And the one before this one, yeah, the heat was permeating inside of that space shuttle. What do they call it? SpaceX craft. I'm gonna call it that, the SpaceX craft. Yeah, the heat was so intense that, yeah, a human couldn't have survived in it anyway. And all of those rockets have been unmanned. Nobody in them rockets. And then taking into account that we have a lot of problems in America, like homelessness and Abraham Lincoln, you have a good day. You know, you don't have to worry about seeing this channel anymore. May the Most High bless and keep you. I don't have time for foolishness. And you are very foolish. Where was I? Oh, the SpaceX shuttle. That SpaceX shuttle was burning up on re-entry. Yeah, a human wouldn't have survived it. And even if they had heat shields, a human still wouldn't have survived it because it crashed in the Indian Ocean. I'm not familiar with Martin Eberhard, the Shia. I'm not familiar with that. If you'd like to, we can talk about that. You just have to enlighten myself and everybody else in the room. We can have a conversation about it. Iron sharpens iron. Nobody on this planet knows everything about this planet. Because I'm pretty sure if I knew everything, I wouldn't be on this planet. I really wouldn't. Yeah, I'd be somewhere else if I knew everything about this planet. Yeah. Man to man is so unjust. Like Bob said, so unjust. In America, we have homeless. We have people that need medical care. We have people that have mental conditions. We have unemployment problems. We have infrastructure problems. With that being said, do you really think that that money was well spent on that rocket booster? SpaceX? Yeah, I don't want to eat at SpaceX. You know, if people don't know what's going on right now, it's because it's not because they don't know. It's because they have cognitive dissonance. And they'd rather hold on to a well-dressed lie than the butt-naked truth. They call Elon Musk a genius for Hyperloop. Well, here's the question. All the countries he conned out of all of that money for that Hyperloop, where is it? The one in California is scrap metal. Yeah, and it was really a MIT college project is what it was. You hadn't heard anything else about that. And anybody with the basic physics knowledge knows that that stuff wasn't going to work, because that's an idea that came out with in the 60s that didn't work then. Like his rocket is not going to Mars. And you can take, that's the money I'm going to put my money in that hat. That rocket is not going to make it to the moon and back. Yeah, and if they decide to go to Mars in a little spaceship, leave us poor citizens down here to deal with what they created, the mess they created, it's not going to work. They're going to die alone, cold and in space. They're just going to burn up on re-entry. I got inside information. Sound standard. I think Shia, you got sound information too. I think I think you know about that too. Say, read the scriptures, it'll bless you. Yeah, it's a terrible way in any way, but see, that's the whole problem with this country. We rather buy bombs than homes. We rather, complain food stamps, they're lazy bums, and all my tax money going to the food stamps, and I'm a Christian. This is a Christian nation. No, what that person that thinks like that is a hypocrite. Christ, Issa, peace be upon him. He fed the hungry for free. He healed the sick for free. Yeah, among other things that he did for free. Underline, highlight, bold type the word free. Yeah. So these people that complain about what they call entitlement programs, they don't say anything about subsidies, but they always talk about welfare now, don't they? Well, all a subsidy is a fancy way of saying corporate welfare. Like when America bailed out the three major automakers, that was tax dollars that bailed them out. They didn't call it welfare; they call it subsidies. And the owners of those companies gave themselves big fat bonuses. Then they made substandard products and went up on the prices of all their cars. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And what really burns me up is you can buy American cars overseas cheaper than you can right here in the States. Some makes, models, and companies, not all of them. I think it's disgusting. You know, a lot of these people in America thump their chest and call themselves something that they're not. Christians, Christ-like, because they ain't doing nothing like Christ said to do. You know, they want to get off this planet because they know they're messing it up. But it ain't going nowhere. It says someone don't have an even base to sleep and government pay billions to send money. Yeah. They got money to do that. And that speaks volumes, doesn't it? They would rather shoot a dog in space. Or they'd rather shoot a chimpanzee into space than feed the ones that are on the planet. The only thing that NASA has ever given anybody is a ballpoint pen and Tang. I've had Tang when I was little. Yeah, I outgrew it. I mean, it's quite disgusting. Drink it if I have to. Yeah. And I don't know how NASA gave it to us because they had to develop that before they shot it up into space, didn't they? But that's another half truth and whole lie they like to tell people. Yeah. The space program brought you Tang. No, it didn't. Somebody in the kitchen. Some oranges and stuff. You know, supplements. You know, that's what brought us Tang. Not shooting anybody to the moon. Yeah, and you know what? I get like that too, Shia. You know, I laugh because it's a tragic comedy. And it's unfolding right before our eyes. Yeah. This election is gonna be a doozy. Yeah, it's gonna be a real doozy because Americans have to make a choice, have to make a decision. You know, to play their little game. Now, I'm just giving you the forewarning. If you're going into that ballot box, yeah, you're voting for the lesser of two evils. And whether you get out of the Bible, the Torah, or the Quran, evil is evil. There's no greater or lesser than when it comes to evil. Because that's just what it is. And the reason why I say that the election in America is going to be a big doozy is because Americans have to decide what they want. Do you want a dictatorship under Donald Trump? It'll be more than 4 years. He already said if he gets in, he not leaving. Or do you want Kamala Harris, who wants to teach your little boy that he can be a little girl? Your little girl, he can be a little boy. Is not going to do anything for copper-colored people. And she said that too. And that's what it is. You want a dictatorship or you want a messed up pseudo-democracy? What do you want, America? Or do you just want to step back and let it play out? Well, the Matt Truck is going to tell you, whichever one you decide, stand by your work. And when the system falls apart, remember that you decided to play the game. You didn't want to come out of that system. Come out of her. Come out of her. Because she is falling. Babylon is falling. Yeah. It has become the habitation of every unclean bird. That's America. I'm a veteran. I say what I want to about this country. You get shot at for a piece of paper they signed in 1776. You tend to get bent out of shape when people tell you what's on it that ain't on it. Yeah, like them abolishing slavery. That's not in the Constitution. They expanded slavery. Because see, before the 13th Amendment, chattel slavery was just designated to copper-colored people. But the 13th Amendment opened it up for all shades of people. Yeah. And it made being my skin a crime. Yeah. Just drinking from the wrong water fountain. Trying to eat a sandwich at a counter with somebody. It had to be palm-colored. That's where we're at in America. You want this pseudo-dictatorship they've been rolling with for I don't know how long? Do you want this pseudo-democracy that's been running this country? Or do you want a dictatorship? You want a dictator, a white supremacist dictator with a bad comb over and an orange glow that thinks he's the last dragon. He thinks he's Bruce Leroy. Yeah. But he ain't. He's not. I don't have no dog in that fight. Personally, I don't. I voted for my candidate a long time ago because he's already won. And I do appreciate everybody that decided to stick with me. I'm going through a lot right now. And it does mean a lot. Shia, I appreciate you. This politician can teach lessons to devil. Yeah, we targeted some places in Israel to help Palestinians. And us, U.S. helping Israel. Exactly. You know, and that's something else too about both those candidates, Shia. And I'm speaking to you too, America. You support that genocide going on over there? You support that? Well, when you say you support Israel, that's what you support. Let's get that out the way. Like it, love it, blow it out your backside. If dropping bombs on elderly people, women, children, puts a smile on your face because you feel like they're the chosen people. You ain't reading no Torah. You ain't reading no Quran. You ain't reading no Bible. You wicked. And here's the capper. You want to really know you really want to know what the top of the cherry on the top of the sundae is? Donald Trump supports Israel. Kamala Harris supports Israel. And so has every president since 1944. And those Israelis have been stealing from those Palestinians and treating them subhuman since then. Yeah. And all it is really is Zionism and white supremacy. Look at what they did to those Ethiopian Jews that went back to that land they now call Israel. What they did to the women. They sterilized them without their consent. And it was too dark. Touched their scrolls. You want to make sure they didn't have no kids. Old Netanyahu. That Satanist. Yeah. That's what he is. He's a Satanist. He do whatever he want. Don't care who he hurt. He ain't looking for no Hezbollah. He looking for copper-colored people to drop bombs on. Palestinians to drop bombs on. That's what he's looking for. It's a land grab. That's what it is. And while everybody in America is none to wiser supporting these people, you know, you think they ain't gonna come here with it next? Here's a better question. Did you know they're probably already here? Yeah. They're already here. Thanks to old Donnie T and his border policy and that red herring that he called a wall he was going to get Mexico to pay for. There's a reason why that man filed bankruptcy 6 times. There's a reason. Yeah. It's disgusting. If you're a Christian, act like one. Read your Bible, it'll bless you. What does the Bible say about voting for these wicked people? The righteous have no counsel with the wicked. That's what my scripture says. The righteous have no counsel with the wicked. And if I lose followers, I don't care. But I have no dog in this presidential election. I don't. I really don't. And before you say, oh, well, you can't complain, Mad Trucker, if you don't vote, you're going to throw away your vote. Albert Einstein was a brilliant scientist. Matter of fact, Albert Einstein was so smart, they put his brain in a jar. And he said, Albert Einstein said this, you know. As a matter of fact, you know what? I'm not even going to get into it, man. Because at the end of the day, everybody's not going to see it. Everybody don't want to see it. People, but it's not that anymore. People see it, they just close their eyes to it. Some people choose to close their eyes like it ain't happening. And they tell Uncle Sam to whisper sweet nothings in their ears. That ain't happening no more. Uncle Sam is a pimp. I just don't want to be his hoe. Now, if you want to go walk the stroll, that's on you. But I ain't no track star. You dig? But that's the road you want to go down with your MAGA hats. Feel free. The bus held wide open. Feel free. It's your decision. I ain't gonna stop you. You want to vote for Kamala Harris? Bust the gates wide open. It's on you. Because the presidential, the person that runs for the office of the presidency, when you vote for that person is supposed to represent you, your values, your morals. Neither one of them represent me. Neither one of them, both of them said they're not going to do anything for copper-colored people in this country. But Kamala Harris passed an anti-hate bill for Asians, didn't she? Kamala Harris tried to keep a copper-colored man in jail, knowing that he was innocent, trying to hide evidence that would exonerate him. You know that too, right? You know, Kamala Harris, she kind of slept her way up to the top. I'm not putting the woman down. I'm just stating some facts. She's still dating Montel Williams. You know, when he got sick, she see ya. I'm not saying anything that's not just out of pocket. I'm stating some facts. But if you want to bag me into a corner to make me choose one or the other, that's not a choice. But if I had to choose, yeah, I would have to do what I used to do. Vote for the lesser of two evils. And the lesser of two evils is not Donald Trump. I'm a veteran. He is pissed and crapped and wiped his backside with that Constitution so many times. And I'm a veteran. Yeah, I'll take that personal. Going to Arlington Cemetery and making it a photo op. Those dead bodies out there you really don't care about. Old Donnie T don't. He just sees it as a publicity stunt. Just like that hurricane in the Carolinas, right? Had them stack up bricks, set up a little scene so old Donnie T can rock the mic. Make you white supremacists feel good, don't it? All you bigoted, sociopathic, narcissistic, egotistical, maniacal racists. Make y'all feel good, don't it? Old Donnie T. Y'all get on y'all knees, paint his tree, stroke his shaft. Can't wait to swallow his gravy. Well, Mad Trucker not bent like that. I don't care. I ain't built like that. That's not. But it seems like a lot of these MAGA heads there, that's where they're going. A lot of these robo-feminists, yeah, they on Kamala's bandwagon. Hey, look, man, I'm gonna stay at home. I mean, y'all ride y'all trains. While y'all getting a train ran on y'all, I'm gonna stay at home. Like I said, Uncle Sam's a pimp, and I ain't his hoe. Not no more. Used to be, though. From 91 to October 2000. I was GI. You know what that stands for? Government issue. I couldn't even tell you I was a human. I could even say I was a human being. Property. And it don't change when you go, over there. Still GI, government issue. You ain't no different than the tank you operating on that M16A Deuce. Same. I'm not GI anymore. I did my time. Like I said earlier, when you get shot at for a piece of paper that was signed in 1776, you tend to get bent out of shape if you don't have all those rights that are in that document. And yeah, that's my biggest hang up with America. Yeah. Before anybody says, if you don't like it, leave. Tell you what, I'll shoot you my Cash App. And you can shoot me the cash so I can move. I'd be happy to leave. With all my stuff, my trucks and stuff, I pack all this crap and leave. Just send a check. You feel like I should leave if I don't love it. Right? I'm just saying. America is an overblown ego. It's all proud to be an American. Well, you can't say you're proud of anything and be a Christian. You can't. Proud. Pride was a sin that got Hasatan kicked out of heaven with a third of the angels, And here you are, proud of a bloodstained banner. Proud to not produce justice. Just proud. Right? To wave a flag, but you read Exodus 20, and it says, you're not supposed to bow down to no graven images. You're not supposed to swear no oath either. Not by heaven, for it is his throne, nor by earth, for it is his footstool. But they make you swear in, don't they? When you go into court, they make you swear on the Bible, don't they? Yeah. Don't they? Mad Trucker don't do that no more. Mad Trucker ain't gonna do that no more. I don't care who you are. You can deny a lie, but you can't deny the truth, people. Stop denying the only thing that'll save you. The truth saves. If you lie, it pays off. Ask Puff Daddy. All those well-dressed lies, they pay off, don't it? Yeah, but before they lower you in the ground, you're going to get all that back. Plus some. In that afterlife. Even if you don't believe in one. Okay. For me, that's John 3:16. Yeah. That word world in John 3:16. For Yah so loved the world that he gave his only begotten. It's not for he so loved the world. He so loved his system. Our Creator loves his system so much that he sent his only son to show us how to live. And folks still don't want to do it. Hundreds of years later, thousands of years later, everybody acting like they just oblivious because you got to play dumb, right? To make it, and you got to play dumb. You have to turn your head when you see things that people do that they're not supposed to do, and you're just supposed to turn your head and play like you don't see it. Don't say nothing about it. Or you just as guilty as doing. You're just as guilty of doing that wicked thing to that person by turning your head. And I want to say thank you to Shia Muslim. Thank you for joining live, sticking with me today, man. Jay Disguise, thanks for joining. Appreciate your input. Rodrigo Castro, next time, be civilized, man. Don't come back to my live with that garbage. Tay God, AK-27, I hope you work out whatever mental issue you have and Call the police next time if you get kidnapped. Phil Mimi Rue, thank you for joining today. Eduardo Juarez, thank you for joining live today. And I'm at the 35-minute mark, and that's my live for today. See, there were no questions, so I don't have no answers. And I hope that the Most High blesses and keep you, man. May His countenance be gracious unto you. May the Most High smile on you and give you shalom. Mad Trucker out. Thanks for joining.